How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
Everybody likes The Notebook. Everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours?
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy, I got shit to do.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged? When men do it, they're congratulated.
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
In what world does no mean yes?
No means no.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
Why would you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex, even though we literally birth you? Like watermelons through like this.
Why is it so bad to show your emotions?
It means you're human.
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
Why the f isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Why do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Do you have a coochie?
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
Got you on tape, bitch. Yeah, whoever the fuck say that? It's gonna be on YouTube. Don't fucking say hello to me, bitch. Why? Don't fucking say hello. I don't play that sexual harassment shit. Let me get your address.
What do you mean sexual harassment?
Bitch, you don't fucking say hi to strange women you don't know, bitch.
I'm gonna call the cops.
38-492. Bitch, you shouldn't have been sexually harassing me. I can call the cops on you for that.
Good.
Fat funky motherfucker. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Don't fucking say hello to me.
Then get gone. You shouldn't be
No,
here.
bitch. I should be here. Why the fuck you gonna say I shouldn't be here?
Why shouldn't I be here saying hello to people?
Don't fucking say hello to me.
I'm gonna call the cops.
Go, bitch. Do what the fuck you wanna do.
Hey, what's your license number? Can I have your license number?
Fucking drunk. What you gonna call the cops on me for? Bitch, you don't be sexually harassing motherfuckers, bitch, and now that I'm standing against your white ass, you got a fucking problem with it.
All I did was say hello.
Don't say shit to me, bitch. Fucking weirdo.
I'm not weirdo.
Yeah, you are fucking weirdo.
All I did was say
I'm
hello.
calling you on your sexual
Would you
harassment,
call
bitch.
the cops, please? Tell them to come down here and get this crazy broad off my
No,
ass.
bitch. You were fucking crazy. You
All I
dealing with
did
a
was
crazy.
say hello.
Yeah, you called me crazy, bitch. You called me a nigga too while you at it. I own that
Why?
shit.
I'm not prejudiced.
I don't give a fuck. You don't say hello to me. You thought, oh, she a cute little black chick. I'm gonna say hi. Don't fucking say shit to me, bitch. Fuck no. Well, he say hello to you, bitch. He can talk to you. Fuck you gonna call him all for? Stupid hoe. He's calling cops. Fucking whips. Call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops, bitch. I got your license plate, bitch. I know where y'all live.
She was darling or babe or something like that, you'd find it offensive?
Well, I think offended is quite a strong term. I mean, you know, I'm a comedian in a feminist campaign. I get called much, much worse on a daily basis. But do I like it? Do I think, oh, I'll shop in your shop? No. I think, oh, come on, like, I'm 41 years old, you know. I just sort of think, you know, and especially when you get to the door and the guy at the door is like, good afternoon, sir. Hello, love. And you're like, hold on a minute, like, if you're going to call him sir, could I have a similar level of respect? So I'm not about to, cause a firestorm when it happens. I don't think anyone should be locked up. But I think if you work in a shop and you want to give good customer service, the surveys say about 2/3 of women don't like it. So some don't mind, but if you're not sure, the best guess is to say something else.
Our poll disagrees with that. That 88% of people say that they wouldn't be offended by someone calling them darling.
But isn't that who's answered the poll, though, isn't it? That's like people who feel strongly about it. Most people are at home. Do you know what I mean? It's that thing where if you do a survey and say, have you been burgled? Everybody's been burgled because you don't bother answering that survey unless it means something to you. So I think it's like...
I'd like to think that our viewers had quite a
full
rounded
representative
opinion.
Of the British.
Why is there a problem with this, Kim? Maybe it is time to say, look, that's too familiar and I don't like it.
It's a load of garbage. Utter load of garbage. I think a majority of us do it in a nice way. We don't mean any harm. Hello, my love. Hello, dear. Hello. And when you just said that when you go into the grocery store, any store, hello, sir, hello, what stores do you go into, my love?
Well,
that is simply not true, dear. You're telling porkies. You're telling porkies. No, rubbish.
You can
so this is sexist.
Like.
You're making sexist. So you're saying it only happens to women.
No, I haven't said that actually.
But you're saying they wouldn't do it if it was a man.
No, actually, no. Very much my point is, if you go into a shop, and I don't know that, for example, there's Greasy Spoon cafes near me, and there's an older woman who runs it, and she calls absolutely everybody darling. And when that happens, I think, oh well, that's just how she talks. And it's not that I necessarily like it, but I think, oh, that's just how she talks. But when you go somewhere and they call the men sir and the women darling, then I think, hold on a minute, if you're going to be nice and respectful to him, why not call me madam? If he's sir, then I must be madam. Surely that's only equitable.
I must tell you this now, and I go shopping a great deal. I have never heard somebody say, hello, sir, hello, darling. Are you talking tripe? You're making it as you're going along with it.
Just because I may present more femme doesn't mean that I'm any less they, them.
You know what, that thing where you're eating a meal, but you're not really eating a meal, you're just kind of picking at food on the counter. My family and I were doing that one night, and I just kind of looked at them and said, hey guys, I'm non-binary. I don't have a gender.
In my opinion, gender is a universe. It is a broad spectrum of planets and stars and sky that truly cannot be contained into a binary.
My pronouns are they, them, theirs, and that's a non-negotiable. And they were all kind of like, okay.
I think one of the main reasons pronouns are so important is because other than our name, it's one of the main ways that people identify and call us.
My pronouns are personally very important to me. Growing up, enculturated into kind of a system that really subscribes to toxic masculinity, I was always uncomfortable with being called dude, what's up, man. I was so bad at dapping people up, like, how like guys like do that whole like that thing. I was so bad at that, and it just I felt very alienated every time someone would do that to me.
So when someone identifies with a pronoun, they're essentially taking their little piece of that broad universe and identifying with that. And so in using their correct pronouns, we're validating that yes, you are right in your identity and you are important and we're respecting you.
Coming into terms with my gender queer identity has been one of the most challenging but also rewarding things that I've done.
Laverne Cox kind of famously said, misgendering a trans person is an act of violence. And it is. It's an act of psychological violence. It's a denial of somebody's personhood and a complete refusal to acknowledge their identity, whether intentional or not.
And so it is something that is entirely wrapped around our everyday lives. So just walking into a restaurant and hearing someone say she, will happen within 2 seconds of me entering, which doesn't happen about any of my other identities. They're not gonna be like, oh, you straight person, that doesn't happen. But automatically someone will make assumptions about gender which translate into pronouns, which mean that I will hear over and over again people saying something about my identity.
My balls! I don't want my balls sticking to my legs.
Men
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
The people around you are relegated to a very small portion, but the key to manspreading is not noticing.
We grow up on two different tracks. People who manspread just are socialized not to worry about it.
I have so many vivid memories as a child of my mum telling me to close my legs.
With gender, we're constantly working towards trying to get to this middle.
This week of manspreading is definitely going to make me feel anxious. As much as a super strong feminist, I want to say it won't.
I kind of secretly hope to annoy some men.
That's my first train trip as a manspreader. I just feel like a monster already. How can you do this every day without being conscious of it?
I just manspread on the bus for maybe a 5-minute ride for the first time, and it wasn't even half full, and I was already getting glared at, so I think this is going to be a kind of long week.
It's day 2 of manspreading, and I forgot that I had to do this.
I think whenever a woman takes up space, she's considered bossy, she's considered aggressive. There are a lot of stereotypes surrounding black women and whether or not we're angry or we're dominant.
Sometime last year, I made this drawing to express how I saw myself at that time and how I wanted to see myself in a year from then. On this list, I put the phrase, gendered fucking confusion. I think I've mastered this one pretty well, so here's a tutorial sharing with you the ways that I've found to be a complete gender fucking confusion. Number 1, have an androgynous hairstyle. This one isn't the most important step because you can totally have long hair or super short hair and be a gender confusion. Number 2, learn how to master wearing both dresses and suits, and wear them both often because you know you're a cutie. Number 3, add masculine touches to feminine outfits, and add feminine touches to masculine outfits. Number 4, have boobs one day and no boobs the next day. If you get questioned about it, completely deny that there was any difference. Number 5, surround yourself with people who never get your pronouns right. This one comes naturally for a lot of trans people. Hey, so I gave Milo his... Sorry, Number 6, accidentally misgender yourself plenty of times because you know you have still internalized the idea that you have to hide who you are to fit in with society. I'm just like such a good person. Like, I don't get why he wouldn't want to date a girl like me. I mean, guy, And finally, number 7, change which vocal register you speak in mid-conversation, just for funsies. Hey, have you heard of the band Mr. Wives? Oh my god, I love them! They're like, so great! And that's about it. Now you can go rock your style in public and prepare to confuse the gender noobs. Don't answer any questions and don't explain anything, because your gender is great and you don't have to explain it, unless you want to.
Why is it so hard to be on time? Like, why does 5 to 10 always become 20 to 30? If my dab is on fleek, am I lit?
Why is it a problem if I like anime?
Why do black people look at your shoes before they greet you?
Why are we more likely to engage in the new dance trend than we are to get involved in politics or opening a business?
How did watermelon become our thing? Like, everybody should love watermelon.
Why do you get upset when I don't like a black celebrity?
Race aside, some people are just terrible.
Why do we call each other the N-word, but get vehemently upset when a white person uses the N-word?
It drains my soul to hear the word, and I just don't understand how people who have any understanding of history can use that word.
Why is my natural hair, the hair that grows out of my head, seen as a political statement?
Why do we think people with light skin look better than people with dark skin?
Do you really believe that black is beautiful?
Or is that just something you say because it sounds cool?
Why do some black people say that you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl? When that is said to me, it still makes me feel like the ugliest little black thing.
Why do some black men only date white women?
Why is it okay for black men to date white women, but not okay for a black woman to date outside her race?
Why do you protest Black Lives Matter?
And then tear each other down in the next breath.
Why do we say that we don't want to be seen as a monolith, but then try to take people's black cards away for not liking something that's supposedly black?
Why are we so quick to support a non-black owned business, but then hesitate when it's a black owned business?
I mean, is there a cutoff time for this whole homophobia thing in the black community? Because I'm really looking forward to that.
Why is growing up without a father so common in our race?
Why don't we like to confront our mental health issues? Therapy is such a wonderful and magical place.
Why is there a checklist for being black?
Why is being educated considered a white thing? Why can't I love school and also be black? Why do I have to be mixed in order to have long hair?
Why do you think well-off black people don't know what it means to be black?
Black isn't only defined by adversity.
Why do some black people say, oh, I have Native American in my family, in order to feel interesting or more valuable than other black people around them? Why can't we just acknowledge that there are a bunch of different types of black people walking around and they're all amazing and unique and special in their own way?
We within the black community are so quick to kind of tear each other down and to look towards other races in terms of their success and in terms of what they have, but never want to kind of look into the mirror ourselves.
I love black folks, but that doesn't mean I don't have questions.
Why are we always looking for the discount? Shoot, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be looking for the discount too though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm saying this, I'm one of them.